Welcome back to Classical High School. John Hoffman along with John Henry getting set to start. As we mentioned, English looking for number 9 in a row. Classical looking to go 50-50. It should be a pretty good ball game, John.
Yeah, we're looking forward to this one. This one should be a good one.
Again, we're going to look for Class against Cox. It's Corey Class jumping. He's in there along with Hogan, Smith, Kendrick, and Trong. Tap controlled by English. Hogan has it. And he gives it to Kum Trong, who will be the quarterback. He's the point guard. Classical in a 2-3 zone. Class takes the first shot of the ball game. It's a little bit long. Rebounded by Jimmy Smith to Hogan. Inside, no good. Rebound inside by Smith. Loses it out of bounds. It'll be Classical's basketball.
So Classical comes out early in the zone. Be interesting to see how they change up as the game goes along.
Derek Durant with the basketball to Lampros. English in a 2-3 zone. Carvel Cox with the basketball. Drives the lane. Pass to Lampros in the corner. Loses the basketball. Kendrick out in front of the pack. Lack goes for the block and knocks Kendrick down, and a foul will be on Kendrick. And it's, fouls on Lack. It'll be Kendrick going to the foul line shooting 2. Good shot there, John Kendrick getting set to shoot his 2 foul shots.
I think Class might have hurt himself a little bit on that last play, John, down the other end of the floor. He came out and he's trying to run it off over there.
Yeah, you're right, John. I just noticed he's off on the sidelines. John Kendrick makes the first one. So English scores first, and they're on top 1-0. He'll get another. He makes them both. And English should be content to just sit back in a 2-3 zone and be patient. Classical would like to pick the tempo up if they can and get into a running game.
Yeah, English is set up in their normal zone. They play very aggressive out front on the zone.
Cox misses the 3-point shot. Smith the rebound, and Kumtron brings it down court. Almost picked off by Cox. Hogan to the basket with the jump shot, no good. Guy Moore keeps it alive for Kendrick, who can't hit the shot. Knocked out of bounds by Nick Lampros. English hustling off the backboard, keeping the ball alive, especially Guy Moore that time.
Now he tipped it back out and kept the ball alive for his team.
Trong goes to the basket, ducks his head off, no good, around and out. Jimmy Smith fighting for the rebound, going to get called for the foul, his first.
Corey's going to come back into the game now, John. Moore's going to sit down.
Cox brings it up court. Classical gets possession on the foul in the corner. Durant with the basketball. Finds Lampros at the foul line for the jump shot. No good. Smith with the big rebound. So far, English is the only one with an offensive rebound. Classical has been one shot and turned the ball over to English. Pass inside to Jimmy Smith. He gets loose. Good fake inside. The foul is against Jose Diaz.
English seems to be getting inside the Classical zone fairly at will at this point, John.
Well, we just heard Tommy Grasser yell from the sidelines. He's trying to be a little more patient. They're taking the first shot that presents itself, and no one's underneath the rebound on the basketball, so they're only getting that one chance. Jimmy Smith hits every part of the rim, but it falls out. So the score stays 2-0 English. Smith will have another one. He gets the roll that time, drops through, he's got his first point, and we haven't had a basket yet. 3 foul shots. English on top, 3-0. Cox with the basketball in the corner. Underneath the Lampros. Goes to the basket, turn around, takes the shot, hits it. It's going to count, and the foul is on Smith, his second.
That's 2 quick fouls in the first 2 minutes of the ball game.
So English has worked hard to get a 3-point cushion, and Lampros could take it away with the foul shot here with the conventional 3-point play. Guy Moore has to replace Smith, who picks up 2 fouls very quickly. We haven't played 3 minutes, just about 3 minutes, 6:09 left to play in the first period. Intro can't hit it. Kendrick with the rebound, and the score stays at 3-2, and Calm will bring it down court. Kendrick with the 3-point shot from the corner, no good. Rebounded by Locke. Deep pass down court. Locke had Cox ahead of the field, but he slipped and fell, John, and the ball went harmlessly out of bounds.
It's awful hard to make that play on this side's floor, John.
No question. Hogan in the middle takes the jump shot. No good. Moore fighting for the rebound. Durant knocks it out of bounds. And again, that little easy pass to the foul line. Hogan's had 2 or 3 easy jump shots early in the ballgame.
Yeah, and it seems like the Classical defensive players are going after the shooter and leaving the back end open for the offensive rebound.
Tipped away by Tommy Locke. Cowbell Cox goes the length of the court. Off the rim, no good. The foul's going to be against Kendrick. First on Kendrick, third on English. So the defense that time turned it over, created the fast break, and that's what Classical's looking for as we get a good shot of Cowbell Cox. He's at the line with a chance to put Classical on top for the first time. He misses the first one, so the best he can do now is tie it at 3.
It just seems like there's something covering both ends of the basket in
That's
the
for
beginning
sure.
of the night.
Cox hits nothing but net with that one, so it tied at 3. Classical goes into the full court pressure. Class goes to the foul line, takes the jump shot, tip back, Comtron recovers for English. Takes the shot from outside and hits it. His foot was on the line, so it's only a 2, but it's the first basket in the game for English, and they lead 5-3. Tommy Locke drives to the basket, can't get it to fall. Lampros with a big rebound. Guy Moore with a big block, but then he picks up the foul against Nick Lampros in the rebounding action.
Yeah, a couple of real nice plays here by both teams. You had Lampros come in with a real big rebound, went up with a shot, and he got rejected.
Moore making the big defensive play for English, and then Lampros finally trying to get the second shot. Strong gets the inbounds pass. Up court. Strong to the basket. Nice dish off the Moore. Can't hit the layup.
Had an offensive foul over the top, I think, John. Well, not offensive, but
against Hogan,
English.
I believe. So that's 4 on English. So Classical will go to the foul line from now on, but a great pass by Kum Trong, and Moore just flat out missed the layup. Cox going to the basket. Tommy Locke, I think, thought he was going to shoot the ball, and the pass, unfortunately, was made and went out of bounds, so it'll be English basketball.
yeah, Cavell anticipated him coming to the basket, and he never came.
Classical very cognizant of Corey Class at all times. Hogan turns, takes the jump shot and hits it. Brian Hogan, and the score goes to 7-3 in favor of English. In the middle, Lampros with the jump shot, hits it.
That's the second or third time that's been open. He just hasn't been able to bury it yet.
Kumtrong against the pressure to Class. Bounce pass, deflected, knocked out of bounds by Tommy Locke. Now they say it went off Kendrick.
Great play. Locke grabbed it before he got out of bounds, flipped it back off of Kendrick's leg, and it went off of the English player.
Good hustle by Tommy Locke. And Oscar Wilson is in the lineup now for Classical, replacing Diaz. Durant outside. Wilson with the basketball. Still Durant. Cox. Cox with the three-point shot. Hits it. He brings rain with that shot, John. He throws it way up there. Good hustle. Good back checking that time.
Yeah, right.
By Tommy Locke, knocking the ball out of bounds. Kumprong is beating the pressure, but then he's not giving the ball up. He's trying to bring the ball the length of the court.
The 2 times he has given it up, they haven't converted the easy layup.
Class gets his first basket. He's on the scoreboard. And it's 9-8.
That's the guy that got to get into the offense.
No question about that, John. He's their bread and butter. Parks again with the three-point. Can't get it to go. Kendrick. And English will slow it down and bring the ball up court. In the middle to Hogan. Moves to the basket. Bounces around a couple of times. Can't get it to fall. Blocked inside. Kendrick gets it back. Gives it outside to Kumtrong. To Class with the long jump shot. No good. The foul is going to be against Guy Moore for pushing off. English is over the limit, so it'll be a one-on-one situation for Classical. And again, they have a chance to go on top.
Yeah, that's pretty early in the ball game to go one-on-one.
No question. Still 3:07 left to play in the first period. And Classical's only committed 3, so they got one more to waste. English early on were getting second and third efforts and not putting the ball in. Now they're only getting 1, and they're getting called for fouling going over the back. So Classical getting a little better position here later in the period. Oscar Wilson at the line, shooting 1-on-1. No good. And this cost them, almost cost them the game against Danvers, their foul shooting.
Can't afford to miss them.
They almost blew an 18-point lead against Danvers. They wound up winning by 3. John Kendrick gets his first basket. He's got 4 points, and it's 11-8. The Bulldogs on top. Coming up on 2.5 minutes to play in the first period. Parks double team, kicks it back out to Durant. Goes right to the foul line. The foul is going to be against Guy Moore.
Yeah, on offense, what Classical's doing now is they're bringing Lampros, let them flash to the top of the key, John, the top of the foul line, which is bringing one of the guards back to fall back on him. And so it's leaving the off guard open, and that's what happened that time. Carvel got the ball over to Derek, and Derek cut through the middle and the ball was there. He got fouled on the shot.
Durant makes the first. He's on the scoreboard. And it's unfortunate for Guy Moore because there was no way that Derek was even going to get the shot off from where he was. Nice play by Corey Class. Picks up the loose ball, goes right to the basket and lays it in. 13-10. Wilson with the shot from outside, no good. Jimmy Smith with the big rebound for English. 2 minutes left in the first period. Class again with the shot, no good. Rebound inside by Wilson. Durant looking to run. 3-on-2. Bounce pass. Too far ahead. Lampros couldn't pick it up. Out of bounds. It'll be English's basketball. Mike Kimmick replaces Derek Durant. So it's Kimmick, Cox, Wilson, Locke, and Lampros for Classical. Again, the defense. Locke with a big steal. 3-on-none. Classical had 3-on-none. Locke couldn't control the basketball, went out of bounds. Classical extending it now out to half court. A 2-on-2 trap now. Wilson gets the steal, but he got a piece of Comtrong also. So first foul on Wilson, only the 4th on Classical, so it'll be out of bounds for English at half court. Both teams in the penalty now. Classical looking to double team the ball again if they can outside. Kendrick inside to Hogan. Puts the ball on the floor. Comtron gets it back to Class. The jump shot, no good, but the foul's against Lampros, I believe. Lampros picks up his second foul.
Yeah, and English is in a little foul trouble in the middle, John. They got both their centers, Smith and Moore both with 2. With 1:29 to go, so they really can't afford another foul in the middle early in the ball game down the other end. But Classical can't afford to have Lampros getting foul trouble early on.
Class picking it up here at the end of the first period. He had none, now he's got 5. And the lead goes to 14-10. Class makes them both. And it goes to a 6-point cushion. Excuse me, a 5-point cushion, 15-10, with 1:25 left to play in the first period. Lampros from the foul line takes a jump shot and hits it. He's wide open here, John.
Yeah, that's what they want to do until the weak side guy comes back on him, and then you kick the ball over to the hopefully open Carvel Cox to hit the 3-pointer. That's what Classical's looking for.
Corey Class ducks his head, can't get it to fall, gets his own rebound, lays it in, he got fouled. Good job by Corey Class.
Yeah, he certainly wanted it that time, John.
The foul is on Oscar Wilson, his second. And it's Class looking for his 9th point of the period. Not bad considering through the first 4 minutes he had none. Can't get the drop that time. In and out. The rebound, kicks it out to Cox, who goes strong to the basket. Off the glass, no good. Wilson going to get called for over the top, and I believe that's his 3rd. So it's 1-1. It'll be Jimmy Smith going to the foul line for English. 52 seconds left in the first period. English on top by 5, 17-12. And what Class wants to do is make a few shots so they can put the full court pressure on. You can't put the full court pressure trap on if you're not putting the ball in the basket, allowing you time to set it up.
That's for sure.
Jimmy Smith makes the first one, so he'll have another. Looking to give English the biggest lead here in the first period. They lead by 6. He could make it 7. Off the rim, no good. Hogan with the big rebound. Jump ball called. And it'll be Classical's basketball, the alternate possession rule. Hogan got the ball inside, and that was a sophomore mistake. He put the ball on the floor in traffic, and he got tied
right back up like he should have. But again, he made the nice rebound. He made the tough part of the play. He just didn't go right back up and put it in.
Those are those hustling mistakes that coaches can live with.
Oh, yeah.
Wilson looking to go to the basket. Going to get called for traveling. So it'll be English basketball. We'll see if they hold for one. There's 37 seconds. And they get the word from the coach, Ronnie Bennett, they're going to hold for one. Classical looking to double team if they can and try to create some up-tempo. The ball's loose. Nick Lampros with a big steal. Lays the ball in. Nice job by Nick Lampros. And the double team paid off that time. He had to lob the ball high, and Lampros picked it off.
Nick anticipated it very well.
English having a little bit of trouble with this double team by the guards outside. Class with a long jump shot from outside, no good. Wilson lets it go. Oh, off the rim and almost in. So Classical with the big steal by Lampros manages to get back within 4, 18-14 after 1. We'll be right back with the second period. Basketball, kind of a tit for tat in the first period. Nick Lampros had 8 for Classical. Corey Class had 8 for English, but English leads 18-14. And the difference, John, is English got 5 people scoring, Classical only 3, and one of those, Derek Duran, just got a couple of foul shots.
Yeah, and Cabo Cox really hasn't gotten into the game offensively yet. And he has his 4 points, but he's missed a couple of layups, missed a couple of 3-point shots, which you know Cabell's going to make as the ball game goes along.
We've mentioned they're going to get Corey Class. English has to get Corey Class involved. He did. He got 8, almost half their points. Now Class is going to turn around and get Cabell Cox involved. Again, the double team. Oscar Wilson with the big steal. We're going to get a foul on Kum Trong. And again, the double team really paying off for Classical.
Really paid off. Coach Grassler thought it paid off earlier when they dribbled the ball out of bounds right in front of him, but the official didn't call it. As things go, Classical got the ball anyways.
It'll be Oscar Wilson at the foul line. So Classical gets first score in the second period. They cut the lead to 3. And he makes the second one, cuts it to 2. So with English out in front by 6, looking to make a runaway.
And they're staying in that half-court trap, John.
The half-court trap is...
They didn't go man-to-man right off the made shot. They went to a half-court trap.
Oh, I think he's saying now that it's working, and we can see the defense by Classical. They really picked it up a notch here late in the first period and in the second period. Inside, Brian Hogan lays it in. And of course, that's the evils of the double trap. If you can make the good pass and work it inside, you're going to find somebody open.
Yes, along the baseline especially.
Cox with Kimmick outside. Bounce pass kicked by Kendrick, looking for Lampros inside. It'll be Classical basketball with Mike Kimmick putting it in play. Lampros finally gets the inbounds pass. Cox looking to go to the basket. Lays it in. Great move to the basket by Carvel Cox.
Just a super move along the base.
Classical moves within 2, and again, they stay in that half-court pressing defense. Jimmy Smith goes to the basket, gets his own rebound. No good again. Taps. And the foul is going to be against Jimmy Smith, and that's going to hurt.
Yeah, that hurts, but that's just playing real hard. You know, he made the one offensive rebound, put it back up, missed it, but he went right up strong again. Just real aggressive.
And you can't tell him not to be aggressive, because that's the way you have to play the game. So those kind of fouls, you don't get gray hairs over because they're aggressive. It's not a dumb foul, it's a working foul.
Exactly.
Unfortunately now you've got 10 fouls. You got 10 fouls to waste between the two centers, Smith and Guy Moore, and they've used up 5 of them already.
And Classical misses another free throw.
Again, Kumtrong being double teamed. He finally gets it to Kendrick, who takes the shot from outside. No good. And Classical rebounds the basketball. Cox with the basketball outside. Goes right inside. Going it.
Carvel knows that Moore doesn't want to commit to him when he's driving the lane.
No, but you could also, and you could also see the difference. He altered his shot because of Guy Moore too.
Yeah.
Because of the size differential. Corey Class hits the big jump shot from outside. He's in double figures. The first player on either team to reach double figures. And it's 22-18 with 6 minutes left to play in the first half. Wilson with the jump shot off the glass and in. Looks like one of those old Sam Jones jump shots off the glass.
Line drive off the glass and in.
They're really making Kumtrong work outside. Corey Class, no good. Out of bounds, knocked out of bounds by Classical. It'll be English basketball. Lob inside, deflected away by Tommy Locke, but they say it went off Guy Moore.
Good call. Went off his fingertips.
With Locke fronting, you try to lob the ball over to Guy Moore inside, and he would have been all alone inside, but he couldn't control the ball. So it's Classical basketball, and they have a chance to tie with a three-point shot. They could go ahead. Parks leaves it for Locke. Great job by Guy Moore to get a piece of it. A lot of action inside. The foul is going to be against Guy Moore, I believe. Guy Moore did a great job to get a piece of Carvel Cox's layup and deflect it, but you can't give him 3, 4, 5 shots at the basket. That's what Classical got. No. And it wound up in the third foul for Guy Moore.
Now you got both big men for English with 3 fouls with 5 minutes to go in the second period.
English in trouble at this stage of the game. Wilson misses the first shot. So Oscar can get Classical within 1. And we got a substitution for Lynn English. Matt Huss comes into the ball game. And it really makes English a much smaller lineup now. Wilson hits the shot. And Oscar Wilson's come alive. He's got 5 points, 5 of the 7 that Classical has. And English calls a timeout to talk about it. 22-21. And the story of the game right now is the fouls for English and a half-court trap for Classical.
Yeah, I think the half-court trap for Classical has picked up their intensity defensively. And, you know, the 2 big guys for English getting in foul trouble this early in the ball games is definitely going to have an effect on the outcome of the game. This is when you see a player like Corey Class come, you know, to the forefront and start taking it on his shoulders and see him on the offensive end, you know, doing the job that he can do.
Well, normally in a situation like this, you might see English run some time off the clock, hold the basketball, be very patient, looking for a real good shot. But the way the Classical defense is pressing the basketball, they really don't have a chance to run that much time off. Consequently, they're almost taking the first shot that presents itself, which Tommy Grasso was talking about earlier in the ballgame, and it's really paid off because now Class is outside, helping out against the pressure. It keeps him away, and now he's taking the jump shot a little further away, and that might be the difference, as he's only got one basket here in the second period after getting 8 points in the first period.
Yeah, I think you're going to see Coach Bennett's reaction to the full court, half-court trap here pretty quick. They're bringing the 3 players to line up ahead of the 3-point line.
Backcourt is called. The English coaches
Pressure worked again.
The English coach is saying it bounced off one of the Classical players, and Jackie Squires, the official, said no, he just dribbled it back in the backcourt. Derek Durant with the shot, no good. Rebound by Tommy Lark. Back up, no good. Rebound. Classical fighting out of bounds off English.
And again, you can see the difference in not having Maura Smith in there. Classical has had nothing on the offensive board all the way through the game so far. As soon as the 2 big men go out, different story.
The basket's not going to count. The foul is going to be against Comtron reaching in. And right now the tempo of the game favors Classical, especially with the 2 big men out, because now they have to put Brian Hogan in the middle. And, you know, he's been playing well for English, but he hasn't got the experience that a guy more has who's played for 2 years.
Again, English is going to try and get through the next 5, almost 6 minutes of this ball game, keeping them either right in the lead or within a couple of points. And if they can do that, then the foul trouble might not hinder them as much as it could.
This is the second shot, but Lark gets the big rebound. And Classical dominating the offensive boards on this trip up court. Cox with a big 3-point shot around the rim, no good. Hogan with the big rebound for English.
That was a good, strong rebound that time.
22-22. Klaus gets the ball inside, off the glass, no good.
Oh,
Hogan with a big rebound, lays it in and gets fouled.
2 big rebounds, one on the defensive end, one on the offensive end.
Brian Hogan really coming to the forefront here, just when you need it also.
No question about it.
That's his second basket. They only have 3 here in this period, and he's got 2 of them. He's at the foul line shooting. Off the rim, no good. Klaus with the big rebound, ducks his head, no good. Hogan with another big rebound. Around the rim and no good. The foul, yeah, I think you're right. It's on Lampros, and that could be his 3rd.
And now it's decision time for Coach Grassa.
It'll be Hogan at the line, and he's really come to the forefront here in the last minute or 2.
Sure has.
With some big rebounds and a big basket. Around the rim and out. He's got a second. Off the rim again, no good. Bounces around. Lampros with the loose ball. Cox out in front.
Oh, nice.
Taken away by Kendrick. Excellent defensive play by John Kendrick. Kendrick with the big 3-point shot, no good. Calvel with the rebound. Pushing it up court. Loses the basketball. Left his feet. But Wilson with the big shot. He's got 7 points this period, and the score is tied at 24. Hogan has a shot blocked. Lampros with the big rebound. And again, Classical has a chance to take the lead as Calvel Cox walks it up court. 4.5 minutes left to play in the first half. Big defensive play again by John Kendrick as he takes it away.
Seems like the other English players with Moore and Smith on the bench have realized that, you know, it's a real critical point in the ballgame, and they're really digging down now.
Huss' shot, air ball. Lampros rebounds the basketball, and Classical again with a chance to take the lead. Durant to Cox to Wilson. Wilson with the jump shot, no good. Again, Hogan with the big rebound, but it was tipped and knocked out of bounds. It'll be English's basketball. He threw it to a red shirt, but the red shirt broke down court, and luckily for English, one of the Classical players tipped it. Hogan high off the glass. Class it in.
Yeah, and that's what Coach Bennett's done. He's spreading the two forwards in the center across the foul line extended, having the guards come up and dump it over the top to the man in the middle.
And Hogan's been wide open at the foul line so far. Parks with a fadeaway, no good. English with the big rebound. Class.
I'm surprised Classical isn't trying to get it inside. They've taken 4 or 5 shots from downtown with the two big guys out of the game. Yeah, they had a trouble.
Yeah, no question. Kendrick didn't have possession, but he took about 3 steps walking with the basketball. And I think Tommy Grassi, you're right, John. Tommy Grassi, he doesn't like what he sees because with the big guys out, Classical content to take fadeaway jump shots, and that's not what you want at this stage of the game.
No, I think Lampros was very effective even when the big guys in there flashing across the middle early in the game. And I think Tommy would much rather see that going on now. And if English drops down and doubles on Lampros, then you can kick it right back out and make the 12 or 14-foot shot.
You see the coaches right there, Kenny Turner and Tommy Grassa. Kenny Turner, the assistant. Tommy Grassa talking to everybody. Carvel Cox with his back to us. I think Tommy's explaining to him, we got a tremendous opportunity here. Let's take advantage. They've got Matt Huss, who certainly gives 100% for English, but hasn't got that many playing minutes, quality playing minutes, who's been pressed into service. And Brian Hogan, who's used to playing a wing on defense, has been forced to go into the middle, and he's been really the bulk of English's work here in the last couple of minutes. And we'll see what works. They had a chance a couple times to go ahead. Now they have to score to tie it up with 4:30 left in the first half. Parks outside, they look in the middle, Lampros.
Oh, he
Travel. And what they did was they're posting Lampros up high and locked down low. Lampros looking for lock that time, took an extra step, trying to make the pass to him.
Again, during the timeout, Coach Grassa talked to him about getting it inside, and they kind of forced it a little bit that time.
And English comes back with a turnover as Matt Huss takes one too many steps, and it'll be Classical basketball.
But I think they're going to definitely look for Lampros inside.
The pass goes into Lampros, the jump shot off the rim, no good. Bounces around. Hogan doing a great job inside. It bounces off Hogan out of bounds. And if Hogan didn't have that much experience coming in, he's certainly going to have that much experience going out. He's getting a lot of work in the middle.
Yeah, he's going to be a little tired and sore tomorrow, I guarantee.
No question. Him and Kumtrong as well. Kumtrong getting all the heat with the double team outside. He's the main ball handler for English, and those two guys have really done a job here in the first half against this Classical pressure. Wilson with the basketball. Outside to Cox. Durant in the corner. Inside to Wilson. Little half hook, and he hits it.
It went in.
They've got 12, he's got 9 here in the period, and we're tied at 26. That's a couple times that Wilson has hit the basket to tie the game up. Huss outside. Ooh. Almost loses it. Kumtrong tips it off the rim, but he gets the basketball.
Nice
pass to Wilson. He lays it in, and Classical leads for the first time. Good job by Derek Durant that time. Again, this time it's Wilson giving it to Durant. He lays it in. And English may need a timeout here, as they now trail by 4. Class outside with the basketball, and he hasn't got many shots off here in the second period.
No, he just hasn't had the opportunities.
He forced that one. Good defense by Classical. Uncharacteristic for English. They get a little impatient. Now they're trying to set it up. Huss. Oh. The pass goes into the backcourt. Another turnover. Classical takes over, and the defense really doing the job here for Classical.
No question.
And I would say if Classical scores here, English is going to think about taking a timeout and maybe think about bringing one of their big men back.
I don't know.
So you don't get the game isn't taken away from you.
Yeah, I don't know.
A lot of time left here. Inside to Locke, going against Hogan.
Nice rebound.
Big rebound by Corey Class.
Yeah.
Good defense by Hogan that time against Locke. Class walks it up court.
I think English just made a change.
Nice pass by Trong. We got offensive foul against Kum Trong.
I think they let Corey bring the ball up that time.
And that could be Kum Trong's third, and if it is, they're in serious trouble. Kimmick going to the basket. Left hand hook, no good. Rebound by Huss. Great move to the basket by Kimmick.
Oh, there's a scoring problem.
And I think you're right. Bill Hall is now coming over questioning. Bill Hall, Dick Ruth, both ADs. Ruth with the glasses to the foul left. Bill Hall with his hands on hips, talking to the scorer and the timer. And they're talking about something I'm not sure about.
I don't think the clock's moved for a while.
No, 4:51 left in the half means we played a lot of time, only playing 3 minutes. I think the clock has gone backwards. I think I just mentioned to you the fact that there was still 4:20 or 4:30 left, and the clock now says 4:51. And I saw Bill Hall come running down, talking to Coach Ronnie Bennett first, and it's not like Bill to break in the middle of a ball game. And now they're going down, and coaches and referees and everybody, and we got a shot there of the clock that says 4:51.
Sure.
And this has been a long period. It was 18-14 at the end of one. So we've had 8 points by English and 16 points by Classical. 24 points have been scored, and I think we played a few more minutes than 3.
And at this point, it's a big disadvantage to Lynn English. When they're having to sit their two centers down for a prolonged period of time, Coach Bennett realizing he's probably going to sit him out for the whole rest of the first half, and all of a sudden the first half lasts a minute or two longer, is something that'll excite the coach a little bit.
This might be a good time to say hello to Lindsay Squires at home. Her father has become an important part of this ball game now. He's going to figure out how much time is left. We got a shot of him over to your right, talking to Ronnie Bennett. That's Jackie Squires. Good official, good college official, as well as a premier athlete when he was at Swampscott High. Played basketball, football on many championship teams at Swampscott. Now he's explaining to assistant coach Jimmy Doyle and coach Ronnie Bennett what they're going to do with the clock, and I'm not sure what you do here because how do you figure how much time is?
Well, what the rule book says, you have to go by what the two officials and the scorer believe the time to be remaining in the period. But they have to have a pretty firm idea as to what that is. And you know, it's difficult. Most of the time in this situation, you depend on the scorer to say, you know, geez, I remember when it was 3:59 or whatever, and then try and back into the time from that point. You try and do the fair thing, that's right.
And what you hope is the timer's paying attention to the clock and not as a spectator at which is hard to do. And again, like this,
I've been to a lot of games here. The same gentleman that scores has been here for years, and he does a great job.
He does an excellent job, you know, and he's not just a spectator. He takes it serious, where in most gyms you get you get a new person all the time.
Yeah.
They're going to go, I believe, with the clock. It's now down at 4:50, so it's going to stay where it was. And that's a big advantage for Classical with the two big guys for English on the bench.
Yeah, well, again, the rule book says that if you don't have certain knowledge of what the time should be, you can't touch the clock.
No, that's true. Kendrick looking inside the Huss. Whirls, lays it in.
Nice play.
And that might get Matt Huss a little bit more relaxed during this ballgame. He's going to be a little uptight. First time you pressed into really quality time, it's against Classical, a game that is a big game for both teams.
Yeah, and they moved Corey Class back down on the wing on defense that time, and moved Huss up front.
Class's shot no good. Hogan trying to rebound. Cox comes flying out of the pack. Goes strong to the basket. The shot's not going to count, but the foul is going to be against Kum Trong, and that is serious trouble for English. If that's 4, it's at least 3. I've got him for 4, but we're very unofficial because we can't see from here. Peter McCarthy is going to come in, and this is really going to be a chink in the armor for English to lose Kum Trong, who's been their leader through the whole season.
Especially with the pressure that Classical has exhibited here tonight.
And Peter McCarthy is going to rise to the occasion. It's tough for a young man to come in. Again, not having strong quality minutes. English has gone basically with 6 men almost all year. And now he's pressed into service, and we'll see what happens. The foul shot's not going to count. Lane violation.
I think you're going to see Corey bring the ball up.
And it's 30-28. Classical leading by 2. The ball's taken away. Wilson lays the ball in. Oscar Wilson having a tremendous second period here. Ball lobbed into Class. We get a foul against Kimmich. That's his first. And we see now Coach Tommy Grassa, knowing that they've got inexperience at 2 positions, moving the pressure up to full court and making English work, and at the same time keeping Corey Class away from the basket.
No question. And the one thing that Coach Grassa doesn't want is to foul Corey.
That's for sure. We mentioned he had double figures when he scored the first basket, and that was way back early. And I don't want to say anything, John, but the clock now says 4:52.
They must be keeping a separate clock at the scorer's table, John.
I hope so, because when we started, it started down from 4:51. It's now back to 4:52.
Yeah. John Boardman told us that there was 1:52 left in the game. I guess the clock's not coming off the 4, John. So there's 1:47 left now.
So we're going to be in the dark as to how much time is left. We'll try to watch the officials and the coaches. Tommy Locke, great job by Brian Hogan inside to block the shot. Class had hit 1 out of 2. The pass deflected, taken away by Lampros. Lampros on the move, takes a shot, no good. Rebounded inside by Locke. Goes to the basket, the foul is going to be against Brian Hogan. And English has been making those little lob, high arcing passes, and that's cost him with a lot of steals by Classical. And that's the difference in the ballgame. Good shot of Tommy Locke at the foul line. Looking for his first points of the ballgame. Off the rim and in for Tommy. The lead moves to 4 on the Classical side of the sheet. And Locke gets his second point. And it's 34-29. And 3-on-1 now. Peter McCarthy didn't take advantage. The pass down court to Carmel Cox. The hook shot is good. McCarthy had a 3-on-1 and couldn't take advantage.
Oh,
and again a turnover. He hits the shot, but it's not going to count. And Classical really taking advantage of English here.
Well, English, having the 3 starters in foul trouble, with 2 centers and the guard in foul trouble. They're just having real trouble bringing the ball up the floor.
Inside to Locke. Loses it. Class picks it up. Class goes to the foul line. Loses the basketball. 3 seconds. He was in the lane. Passed the ball out. And the turnovers are really multiplying here for English, the Bulldogs. They're really self-destructing.
I think there's 42 seconds left, John. I think that's what it is.
Carmel Cox with a 3-pointer.
Big 3-pointer there.
John Kendrick to McCarthy. McCarthy takes the shot, no good. Rebounded by McCarthy. Shot again, no good. Knocked out of bounds by Huss. And it's Classical basketball, and they're up by 10 with a chance to blow this thing open here in the first half. Classical content to hold it outside. Cox goes to the basket. Shot no good. Class with the big rebound. Almost has it taken away. From half court, he lets it fire at the buzzer. Off the rim, no good. A big second period by Classical, especially Oscar Wilson, who had 13, and they open up a 10-point cushion, and Ronnie Bennett's got to do something in the second half. He's going to have to play those guys in foul trouble.
Well, now he can.
In the ballgame.
Now he can. He's got 4 fouls to work between the 2 big guys, and he's just going to have to tell Tron to just back off a little on the defensive end and try and just play the quarterback role.
No question, because he needs him. So it's 39-29 at halftime. We'll be back with the second half. Stay with us.
Every day, someone tries to smuggle drugs into our country. We're doing something to stop it. You can too. the Coast Guard and Coast Guard Reserve. Call toll-free or see your Coast Guard recruiter.
Welcome back to Lynn Classical High School. John Hoffman along with John Henry. And Classical with a big 25-point second period. Wilson getting 13 in that period. Have jumped up to a big 10-point cushion, 39-29. And they get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, and we're going to go to a table clock over at the scorer's table in this half, John.
As we mentioned when we were off the air, John, I'm sure that'll be a note of controversy tomorrow. The second period seemed to go on forever.
Certainly from the Lynn English standpoint, it did.
Classical certainly in control of the ball game at this stage. Lark with the shot from outside, no good. Rebound by Corey Class. We mention that only because English is in very big foul trouble. Kumtrong with the basketball has 4. Guy Moore and Jimmy Smith have 3 as Kendrick gets the first basket.
And the key for English early here in the third period is not to get another foul on Trong, of course, because he'll have to sit down, but Smith even more so in the middle.
Because you have to move everybody out of position, and you also have to put in people who are very inexperienced. Nick Lampros out of bounds, English's basketball, and I'm sure Tommy Grasser is not happy with that type of shot.
No, but you notice they dumped it into Lampros. Lampros took the shot, he was off balance, but that's where they want the ball, right in the middle of the floor. Push it right in at the big guy.
Corey Class with the basketball. Brings it back out, and they'll start it over again. We mentioned Trong with 4. Smith underneath has 3 as Hogan goes to the basket, off the glass and in.
Nice strong move to the basket.
Brian Hogan has certainly answered the challenge. He's played really well since both big men went out.
No, he's played real well.
And they cut the lead to 6, 39-33.
Again, Classical's looking inside. They just can't get it there.
The one thing that Classical has to worry about now, as Cox gets the roll, it falls through for 3, is if you spend the rest of the game trying to foul those guys out, you might disrupt your ball game and wind up losing. Hogan finally gets it to Kendrick. To Class, fakes the shot, dumps it underneath to Jimmy Smith, can't get the shot to fall. Smith and Cox both fighting for the basketball. It'll be English's basketball with the alternate possession rule. Class has gone to the bench, and he's holding his chest. I'm not sure if he's hurt. And we got Jimmy Smith rubbing his eye. He might have got hit also.
Yeah, he might have got a finger in the eye.
And we're waiting to see what happens. We're going to whistle, and we're going to stoppage in play. And it's going to be Corey Class replacing.
No, he can't. He just went out. He can't come back into the game. Coach Bennett has, well, he's going to let him in the ball game.
Well, Class is back in the ball game. Trong dumps it inside to Corey Class. The fake, the turnaround, no good. Guy Moore loses the rebound to Oscar Wilson. Koch can't get the fall. The ball is loose. Hogan runs it down and gives it to Kumtrong.
Cavell's limping up the floor now.
Corey Class going to the basket. The foul, I believe, is going to be against Wilson. The foul's on Wilson, and that's his 3rd.
All right.
English looking to cut into this lead. Classical really took advantage with 3 of the first 6 plays for English sitting down in foul trouble. Classical went to full court pressure and really built up the 10-point cushion. Jimmy Smith is right back replacing Guy Moore.
And
I
I think you're going to see that the rest of the night. You know, Coach Bennett playing musical ball players with Moore and Smith because of the foul situation.
Class can't get it to fall. Again, Hogan with the big play, gets the rebound.
Good hustle.
Classical. Corey Class can't get the fall. Lampros with the big rebound. And Durant will bring it down for Classical. I wouldn't be surprised if later on we might see Grasser go to some kind of stall tactic to try and bring English out of their 2-3 zone and try and make them play man-to-man and match up and try to draw some fouls.
Maybe a little later on the ball game, we'll see it.
The pass underneath the Class. Strong to the basket. The foul's going to be against Caldwell Cox. That's his first
on the basketball that time. They swung it weak side. Class was standing there, got the ball, and took it right to the hole.
Well, Classical is double teaming when they go into the corner, and both Smith and Class were open on the weak side. And Kendrick was able to make the pass cross court. And Class is at the foul line. He makes the first. Makes the second one. And I thought we were going to have Jimmy Smith getting in a little too soon that time. He was.
Well, he's quick inside.
I guess he was.
I've been watching him on the free throws. He gets that good first quick step inside.
Durant outside. English content with their 2-3. Cox to Lampros inside. Lampros lays it in. Good job of going to the basket.
Right. Cavell drove the lane. Lampros rolled right off it, and he got him the ball and he put it in. Nice play.
Class can't get the shot to fall. Durant with the bounce pass. Lampros can't control it. He traveled.
Double roll.
Lampros with that basket went into double figures. That gives Classical 3 people in double figures. Far cry from when we first started the ballgame when English had that good-sized lead. Tron can't get it to fall. Kendrick chases it down. Inside to Hogan. Whirls, turns. Nice move to the basket by Brian Hogan.
Real nice spin move that time.
And we were saying inexperienced. He doesn't look like it in the post. He knows what to do with it when he gets it.
Certainly does.
Cox with the 3-point shot. No good. Knocked out of bounds. Classical's basketball.
That's one of those times when hustle hurts you. Both English players went hard for the ball and knocked it off each other out of bounds.
Lampros with a jump shot. Can't get the fall. Lane on the rim.
Yeah, that's one thing Coach Grasser doesn't want to see. He doesn't want to see Lampros falling away from the basket and Smith. He wants him to take it right at him.
Hogan again! Brian Hogan with 6 big points. And Class is going to have to call timeout. Their 10-point lead is dwindled down to 4. So with a timeout and a break in the action, we'll take a break. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back. We're getting hand signals from the official. We see the clock right there. A good shot. Dave McCarthy on the camera giving us a good shot of the clock. John Boardman, one of the officials, also told us 3:40. So he's keeping contact with us. So we're getting a lot of help with the time anyway. Classical looking to get that lead back. They had it as many as 10. Now it's down to 4. Lampros from the foul line. Hits the shot.
And that's exactly what Coach Grasser must have talked to him about in the timeout.
Deflection picked off by Locke. And again, he wisely pulls it out.
The trap at half court pays off again for him.
We got an offensive foul against Caldwell Cox. And a little bit out of control that time. He left his feet, and when you leave your feet, you got to make sure that the defensive player hasn't made his position.
And you can hear the coaches from Classical saying, don't stop, keep taking it there. And that's where they want the ball.
Well, they're looking for that one more foul if they can get it on the big man inside. Jimmy Smith under the basket, gets the lob pass, lays it in. And you could see Jimmy Smith just signaling for the basketball. He was running the baseline wide open, and it's 46-42. We'd like to mention English, they don't give up by any stretch of the imagination. They trailed as the big steal by Class. They trailed Beverly through the entire ball game and come back at the end to win it 44-40. So they've come from behind before, and the foul is on Kimmick.
Yeah, but John, what else they've done? They've cut it to 4 points. Plus, they haven't picked up another foul between the 2 big guys in the 5-6 minutes that have been played here in the 3rd period. They might make it to the 4th period with, 4 fouls to waste in the middle, and that's the exact situation that they'd probably be in anyways, even without the early fouls.
The amazing thing is, as Kendrick takes the big shot from outside, We're going to foul it, and it's going to be against John Kendrick. Good hustle by John Kendrick, and he took the worst of that as Tommy Lack ran right over him. But good call by the official because he just almost undercut Tommy Lack, who was going up for the basketball. Good hustle by both players.
No question about it.
And Classical with a 4-point lead. Wilson takes the off-balance shot, blocked partially by Class. Smith with the big rebound. Pass ahead to Kendrick. Lays it in. Nice pass from Pung Trong to John Hendrick. Kendrick lays it in, and it's 46-44 as English battles back. Fox with a 3-point shot. It's nothing but net.
That's why Carvel's so valuable to a team, you know? He comes down and makes that nice soft three-pointer.
And you may only shoot 30 or 40% from that spot, but then it takes 2 baskets down the other end, 2 conventional baskets, to offset that 3-point shot. Corey Class off the glass. And it's 49-46. And what looked like a runaway, first by English and then by Classical, has turned into a pretty good ball game.
Sure has.
Kimmick to Cox.
Ooh.
The ball is blocked. Comes wrong with the basketball. Nice bounce pass to Kendrick, who has it stripped by Kimmick, but it's a foul on Kimmick, and that's his 4th. And Classical was looking for a foul on Carvel Cox on the basket, but it might have been a case of he just lost control of the basketball because it looked like he was going to shoot it and then didn't have control of it and wound up losing it. And it winds up a foul down the other end with Kendrick going to the foul line with a chance to pull English within 1. Kendrick did everything but fall through. His inside hit both sides of the rim and popped out. So the best he can do now is bring English within 2, which is not bad considering they started this period down 10. Kendrick gets his 5th point here in the 3rd period. And the lead is 2, 49-47.
Oh.
Pass deflected, taken away by Kendrick. The ball is loose. And English with a chance to tie here. The pass to Kendrick, looking inside to Hogan. Deflected, taken away by Lampros. Durant with the basketball. Wilson stepped out of bounds.
Got a little out of control there. He wanted to take it to the basket, and Kendrick moved up on him, played good defense, and had nowhere to go but back down on the floor.
And one thing I tell you in basketball, try not to leave your feet if you can help it.
Especially when you're driving the baseline.
English battling back, has a chance to get back in it.
And English is now trying to take some time off that clock. Get it down.
And not knowing how much time is left,
Call 3 seconds.
We got a foul against Brian Hogan, I believe. And that's his 3rd.
They're going to come up and put some pressure on.
Contron. Fox with a long 3-point shot. Can't get the hit. Durant. The shot is not going to count. The turnaround by Durant wouldn't have counted had it gone. So it's a pretty good period for English after trailing. They hold Classical at 10. They get back within 2. They trail 49-47. Should be a good 4th period. Stay with us.
Hi, my name is Tim, and I'm a service tech for Warner Cable. If you're experiencing trouble, I'm the one who'll be coming to your house. Before calling us, please make sure all fittings are tight and your TV's on channel 3. We try to answer all calls within 24 hours, and we will make it convenient for you.
start the fourth period. Classical in possession with the alternate possession rule. They lead by 2. They led by as many as 10. The English held the 10 points that period while scoring 18 of their own. So English is back in it. As Cox goes to the basket, misses the shot. Rebound inside by Class. And he didn't see John Kendrick down court, who was all himself.
Now English is definitely handling that trap a lot better here.
Hogan, shot blocked, but the foul is going to be against Carvel Cox, I believe. And that's his third. And Hogan, who had a big second period as well as a third period, he got 6 points in both periods. He has 14 in the ball game, along with some big rebounds.
Oh, he's posting up real well down low, John, and taking it strong to the basket.
And with the double team, they're able to get him the basketball. That's the big thing.
Sure.
So he hits the first one. He has a chance to bring English back into a tie, and we'll have a new ball game. And he does.
Uh-oh, I think they call Smith on a cheap little foul.
And I think that one is going to be against Jimmy Smith.
Ooh, that's the type of foul that'll make you grow gray hair as a coach when you get it on a rebound on a free throw.
Especially when the ball goes in.
Sure.
And you had no reason to try and fight for a rebound because there was none. So that really hurts. So now Jimmy Smith in the middle has 4. The game is tied at 49.
And Coach Bennett's going to go with him with the 4.
Well, I think he has to, especially with Guy Moore on the bench as insurance. And Classical, maybe they finally get the ball to Lampros, who misses the shot. Hogan with the big rebound. I thought maybe Classical was going to go to that little bit of stall and try to bring them into a man-to-man situation. But they were just trying to loosen up for Lampros in the middle. Class gets the ball from Kumtron, gives it back, and gets it back.
English showing pretty good patience right here.
Class, the shot wouldn't have counted had it gone. Too many steps. He looked like he was throwing the basket, and I think momentarily lost possession, took too many steps.
Yeah.
So now,
I think this time if they get the ball into Lampros, you're going to see Lampros go right to the basket.
And now you can hear Tommy Grasser tell him to hold it out. And they're going to make him come out, try to extend, at least extend the 2-3 zone, if not make him come out man-to-man. The only problem is I'm not sure how patient Classical can be.
They're switching up now.
English is now coming out, forced to play man-to-man. And Jimmy Smith almost picked up his 5th foul.
Yeah. Jackie Squires went and told the defense to come out and play, which is the warning that you get.
Kendrick playing Carvel Cox. The call outside, too many steps. Now we got 2 officials talking to each other. They had different calls, but John Squires outside made the call first. It'll be a traveling call. And English gets the basketball. And what English has to worry about now is putting some points on the board so that when they come down court, they can stay in their 2-3 zone and they don't have to worry about coming out.
Exactly, because the team in the lead is, the team behind is the team that has to come out and play, has to force the play, either on offense or defense.
So it's very important here for English to put some points on the board if they can. They go to Hogan again, the turnaround, no good. Loose inside, Hogan knocks it away, gets the big rebound. Another big play by Brian Hogan. Class can't get the shot to fall, Lampros with the big rebound.
Yeah, Lampros went up after that one, John.
Now Classical again can hold the ball out. The ball loose, picked up. Jimmy Smith with the big steal. Kumtron with the basketball.
Oh, he's free on the baseline.
Cross court to Corey Class. The ball is kicked into the upper deck. Gets one of the fans in the head right next to us. You can see him covering his head, sitting right next to us. And that field goal was good from about 35 yards away.
Right straight through.
Kumtron. Kendrick. Bounce pass almost gets away from Tron. Kendrick outside the Class. English running a little time off the clock now, looking to get inside. Corey Class in the paint, all the way to the basket, lays it in! Big basket for English because now they can play in their 2-3 and Classical can't force him to come out, but it also gives them the lead, 51-49. Inside the lamp roast. Can't get the shot to fall. Jimmy Smith with a big rebound. Kumtrong walks it up. Ball's kicked away, knocked away. Durant with the big play. Wilson lays it in and ties the game up.
And things are getting interesting.
Big play by Tommy Locke that time to come up and knock the ball loose. Wilson finished off the play, and we're tied at 51. Jimmy Smith, but Lampros gets a piece of him. And with that double team, Jimmy Smith has been wide open running the baseline, and they got the ball to him again, and he draws the foul.
Yeah.
I have it as 3 on Lampros. And they're in the penalty situation. I thought he was shooting anyway. I didn't.
I guess he called it
on the floor.
Yeah, when he received the pass.
So it'll be Jimmy Smith at the foul line shooting 1-on-1. Can't get the fall. Corey Class get the big rebound. Takes it away from Tommy Locke. A big play by Corey Class and a big play by Troing as he gets the loose ball back. Inside to Jimmy Smith again. Lays it in. Big basket for English.
Jimmy Smith's killing him on that baseline.
No question.
He's real active down there, and with the doubling up both sides, it's just freeing him up.
He's come up with big plays on both sides, defensively and offensively. Wilson looking for the shot outside the Cowbell Cox. Durant inside the lock.
Oh, there's the 5th.
And there's the 5th one on Jimmy Smith. Outstanding job by Jimmy Smith, but that time, nothing you do. A good bounce pass in to Tommy Locke. He went straight up, but he got a piece of him with the body.
Well, he's played a real good ball game. The only foul he'd really like to have back is that one he got on a free throw down here a minute and a half ago.
That was the real tough one because that cost him. Now he has to sit down.
All the rest of them were good, aggressive fouls, working hard out there. That one was just, you know, something you do and you say to yourself, why the heck did I do that?
And as we mentioned at the time, especially when the ball goes in, there was no rebound to be had.
Yeah, too bad.
Tommy Locke shooting 2 from the free throw line, trying to tie it up. Around the rim and in.
And this is the part of the game that the free throws that Classical has to do a good job with here in the last few minutes of the ball game.
Can't get the second one to fall. Corey Class. And Guy Moore, it's Corey Class that takes it away and rebounds, and it's Kumtrong walking it up court. High lob, and I think Ronnie Bennett got a couple of more gray hairs after that pass. Class almost has it taken away, gets it back. Strong to Kendrick. Kumtrong in trouble, does a nice job calling timeout. So with the timeout, it's 53-52, and English has really come on strong. It was 39. They've only given up 13 points here in the second half so far to Classical, who really had a big second period, scoring 25 points.
But again, in the second period, they could take it inside with the 2 men sitting down, and Tron going out of the ball game in foul trouble. English had a lot of trouble getting the ball up, and the transition game went to Classical, and they scored a lot of easy baskets.
You know, with 25 and English only getting 11 in the period, so that 4-point cushion at the end of the period went down the drain, and Classical opened up the big 10-point cushion, and English came back with the big third period, holding Classical to 10. And the clock, I think the official just told us about 2:40. As you see there, about maybe a little more than that left in the ball game, with English on top by 1. And the one good thing for English in this case is the last 3 or 4 ball games they've played have been this type of ball game. and they've had the
tend to play
experience
a lot of tight ball games.
Yeah, and they've been in the situation before where Classical may not have had this type of situation as often as English has. So that may be in English's side of the ledger. Kendrick doesn't take the shot. Kumtrong goes to the basket, feeds it out, taken away. Durant all the way to the basket, lays it in.
Kendrick's down.
Derek Durant with a big play. Made the big steal as the ball was tipped away, got the loose ball, went the length of the court and laid it in.
And Johnny came down hard on his ankle, I think.
Favoring his ankle.
But he's still out there.
And they're going to put it in play. And Classical now going to full court pressure as they lead 54-53. English on top. Excuse me, Classical on top. The ball's taken away by Clark. He lays it in.
Real quick hands by Kendrick.
Big basket that time. The ball inside. Up and in.
And that's what a good team does against the press.
Good pass by Trom. Good layup by Guy Moore. And it's 56-55. And Classical wants a timeout. And you may see Classical take the air out of the ball and force English to come out now. It's only a one-point game, 56-55, but that big steal by Cox is the big difference right now as we see the Classical huddle. Tommy Grassa telling his players what he wants here on offense. Ronnie Bennett doing the same thing in the huddle on defense. And Classical in the driver's seat right now.
Well, they've got the ball on the lead, and anytime that you have those two things, you're certainly in the driver's seat. But
yeah, we've got
a long way to go.
Well, we've got less than 2 minutes. We don't know the exact time. John Squires just told me that there are 2 minutes left to play in the ball game. So it's a long time to hold the basketball. So I'm sure we're going to see the ball in the possession of English again. But it's a question of if English can get the ball back. And what we may see Ronnie Bennett do is, with the guys who aren't in foul trouble, put him at the foul line if he has to and hope they don't make the shot. We see,
Yeah.
and we don't have him in the book. It might be, I don't know who this is. It might be Wes Charles who changed the number, but I'm not sure. Clark strong to the basket, lays it in. That's a big basket.
Classical stays with that trap. Right. He came in to replace Johnny Kendrick, who had the rest of the ankle for a minute.
It's a big trip down court for English. They've got to get the points on the board. Steal by Lampros. They were looking for Guy Moore inside. Lampros makes the big steal.
And Coach Grass is telling him to take the air out of the basketball.
English has got to come out and play man-to-man now, and they may have to foul to get the ball back. Behind the back pass.
Oh, big block.
Big play by Guy Moore. He made him alter his shot. Corey Class goes to the basket. Looking for the foul, doesn't get it. Class again. Takes the jump shot, no good. Knocked around. Kumtrong with the big rebound. He gets hit. Might be against Derek Durant, it is.
Well, English certainly attacked the glass that time down the floor.
No question that time. And that they got a little break that time. I think Corey Clash tried to do it all himself that time. He took went to the basket. Really lucky he didn't get called for an offensive foul.
Yeah, there's some question over at the scorer's table that they're straightening out.
Brian Hogan was lucky to run the ball down, and now Kumtrong lines up with a foul at the foul line, shooting one-on-one, trying to get English back within one. The shot up, no good. Knocked around. Durant gets the basketball. To Cox.
Oh, he was ready to
He was going to take the three.
Hold the ball.
No question, he was going to take the three-point shot.
Yeah.
If that was down the other end of the court, the ball would have been up, but he was right in front. Wilson gives it to Lampros. Big block by Guy Moore. And I'm sure Tommy Grassa not happy with the fact they're even going to take the shot.
Oh, he was very upset with that.
They may need a three-point shot here. The lob into Guy Moore. He lays it in. English immediately calls timeout. Tommy Grassa Professor all the way out in the court talking to Nick Lampros. Why are we shooting? Make them fouls. We don't have to shoot. We don't need any more points.
No.
But now it's a one-point game on the big play, and Guy Moore has come alive here.
No, and there's no question. Nick was in the paint. He thought he had his easy shot, and let's face it, Moore came over, made a great block, made a big play. But again, Lampros is a sophomore, and that's what's going to happen.
But if the ball had gone in, he'd be getting high fives now.
Yeah, but I think Tommy would be still talking.
No, it still wasn't the play to make. No question.
It wasn't.
No question. But as you said, sophomore mistake, and it was a hustling mistake.
Sure.
And it's going to happen when you use underclassmen. But he's been a big dog.
You get from that is future years from the
No
underclassmen.
question.
He's got a lot of talent. And he works very hard out there.
He'll learn by his mistakes. And now English has to come out in a full court press. And the problem with this is Kumtrong has got 4 fouls, and he's got to play tough.
Yeah, at this point, I don't think Coach Bennett can worry about that. I think they have to be real aggressive.
Can't either. He's got to go for the ball.
He's got to go for the ball, even though he looked like he backed off a little there.
Pass inside the lock, and he does the right thing. He pulls it out. We got a foul against either Hogan or Kendrick. It'll be 1-on-1 with Locke at the foul line. And the officials haven't got time right now to tell us how much time there is, but I think there's just about a minute or less. As Tommy Locke, 2 crucial foul shots. He's going to make at least 1 to give him a 2-point cushion. The shot off the rim, no good. It's Guy Moore again with a big rebound. And we'll probably see English take a timeout when they get over half court. And they do. So English is in control now. 58-57. They're down 1, but they have the basketball. Both teams open a penalty, so either a foul by either team puts the other team at the foul line. As you see, Jack Squires at the bench talking to the scorer, worrying about the time, the score, and everything else. So for the official, John, you've been official. This makes it doubly tough. Why? Because the clock isn't working. A last-second shot at the clock. You got to get together with the scorer, the timer, to make sure they know whether the clock was off or not. And it's a lot of pressure on the timer as well.
Oh, no question about it. When the clock's up on the wall and you can see it in a game like this, you can get a feel for when that game is going to end, and you can.
I think he said there's 7 seconds left.
And they put that up on the clock.
And John Kendrick is walking on 1 foot out here. He's really limping badly. And we've got 7 seconds left to play. The pass inbounds to Kumtrong, and he's loose. The ball is still loose. We got a foul against Hogan. The buzzer sounded. I'm not sure what happened here.
No, I think there was a premature buzzer.
Kumtrong got loose and went to the basket. The ball got knocked loose by Derek Durant. And Brian Hogan had the foul to stop the clock.
Just a shame, you know. English made the play. Kim went to the basket. He had the layup, and he just missed it. And it's a shame.
Glasgow wants a timeout. They want to be sure everybody knows what's happening. And I think they're saying that the clock, it says 4:02 on the clock, but I think it means 2 seconds left in the ball game.
Exactly.
It's a 1-point game. And the only thing left for English to do here is throw the ball the length of the court and hope it goes in, because they don't really have time to pass the ball up court unless the free throws are made. Then you can take the ball out of bounds and use the baseball pass or football pass to get it up court and get a shot off. Maybe the best thing for Classical to do if they make 1 is to miss the second one and let the clock run out.
Yeah. But, you don't want to give the other team any opportunity to win the ball game at this point. So if you make them both, there's no way you can lose it in regulation. So I think you got to try to make the 2 free throws.
Yeah, I think you're right, John.
I think Coach Grass is doing exactly the right thing. He's going to have Lampros try and make them, but he's pulling all of his players out and spreading them across half court, so they'll be in a good defensive position even if the rebound is gotten by Lynn English.
That was the 5th foul on Brian Hogan, and he played just a tremendous ball game for English.
He really did play a great game.
He really hung in tough. And the only thing left for English here is to almost hope he makes it to try and get a decent 3-point shot off.
Right here.
Lampros makes the first. And the only thing now for English is, if he makes it, is a baseball pass to half court and look for a 3-point shot to tie. And if he misses, which he does, he gets his own rebound back. The clock is going to run out. The game is over. And Classical cuts English's win streak at 8. English drops to 8-2, and Classical stays alive in their hunt for the tournament as they go over 500. They go to 500, 5-5. We're going to take a short break right here. We'll be back with a wrap-up.